All right, so now I want to go ahead and I want to display the total, let's see, the total price of the, of the cart items that I have right here. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. This is actually it's going to be pretty simple. So, I'm just gonna go right here and I'm gonna go display cart items, something like that, and I'm gonna go right here down. So I'm just gonna go display price, something like that. All right, so it's going to be kind of similar to this one, to this query. So I'm just gonna go paste. All right, so this will be price. All right, so cart where the user ID equals the ID. Of course, we need that because otherwise we're gonna display the submission of all the items in the cart. And we don't want to do that. We want to display the submission of the items only for this guy right here, for the ID that's coming from the session. All right, so right after this, I'm just gonna go sum. All right, and I'm gonna simply pick up, let's see, the price right there in the database. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead right here, and I want to send this and also and save. So if we go to food details, is it food details? No, of course not. It's cart right here. All right, we can also close this. So I'm gonna go down at the bottom, and here's simply the total. So I'm just gonna go right here. I'm gonna go price like that and save. All right, so let's see what's gonna go down. Are we gonna have an error or not? All right, so as you can see, we're not having any errors. So there is $10 right there, which is the total of the price right here. All right, so I want to add, like, more items to the cart. So if I just go right here and if I paste this, I want to go to the home right here, so I can access my products. All right, so if we go down at the bottom, this is simply the chicken wings. So let's click view right here. So this is not added to the cart. So if I click add the cart right here, all right, so as you can see, item added to cart successfully, which is awesome. I want to go ahead right here and I want to refresh this. This should actually be $30 because now we have $10 right here. Two products, one $10 and one $20. So as you can see, we can see this right here. Total of $30, which is awesome. All right, so this one was actually pretty simple. Should we keep up? Yeah, we should keep up. That's totally fine. All right, so the next thing that we can do is the delete right here. So we want to allow the user to simply just delete from the cart. All right, so let's see right here. So if we go back at this part, so this will be codes delete dash cart, something like that. All right, so we're gonna set up our route normally, and we're gonna go to the foods controller and we're gonna go to delete. We're gonna make this function to be to have a name of delete cart items, and we will make this also to be food.delete.cart, something like that. All right, so just save, copy this, well, even yeah, right over here we should pass in the ID. That makes sense because we want to delete these items by the ID right here. All right, so just save. Let's copy this right now. Let's go ahead at the cart right here. All right, so there is the part for the link. So this should be actually href right here. All right, so we go right here, route, and if we add this in, and we should pass in the ID right now. All right, so what exactly should we pass in? Should we pass in the product ID, the food ID right here, or should we pass in the ID of this right over there, the ID of the table itself? So all right, so since we added the cart, this now should show up right here. All right, so what do you think? So if we send in if we delete using the food ID right here, we should also pass in the user ID actually. All right, so I'm gonna delete using the food ID. So I'm just gonna go right here. I'm gonna go food right here, and I'm gonna go food underscore ID like that. All right, so let's right now save this, and this should actually be refreshed like that. All right, so if we hover over this, you can see that it's passing in some dynamic ID. All right, as you can see down at the bottom. All right, so let's go ahead right here and let's pick up the function and let's work with it in the controller. So let's copy this. Let's go down at the bottom right here and let's paste this in. Copy this. Let's go right here and paste this in, cut and paste it like that. All right. So what we can go ahead and do, we can just go delete right here, item, something like that, and we're going to delete this from the cart where the user ID equals the ID that's coming from the session, and that totally makes sense. Actually we should pass in the ID right there. All right, and we want to also go where the food underscore ID right here equals the ID that's coming from the function. All right, so yeah, this is actually everything. No. Huh. Yeah, we don't want this get actually. All right, so I want to go ahead right after this. I want to go delete item right here, and I want to go ahead and use my delete method to simply just delete this. So since we found our row right over there, which is specified by the user ID and by the food ID right here, we can now just delete it. All right, so I do not want any of this. And after we delete, I want to go to the foods.cart. I want to go to the cart and I want to go right here. Well, actually, we do not need this line. What we need is this line right there. All right, so if we just paste this in, so after we delete, what did we do? Yeah, I got confused. It should be right here. All right, so after we delete, if we delete it successfully, I want to go ahead to the food.cart right here, route, and we're not going to pass in any kind of ID because it doesn't even have any ID, which is this route right there. All right, which simply allows us to display the cart. Well, actually it's this right here. All right, so sorry about that. Right now what it matters is it's the route that's allowing us to simply display the food items. All right, so as you can see, it's right over there, foods/cart, which is right here. All right, so right after this, I want to go with a success right here. We're gonna go and make this so it will be deleted, and we will go item deleted from cart successfully. All right, so just save this. All right, so we have an error right there. Yeah, this should add this like that. All right, so this is it. So right after we do this, I want to go ahead and I want to go to the cart right here, and I want to display this message. All right, so I should go right after, let's see, right after this image, this background image, and I want to go to foods-details, and I want to pick up this div that's allowing me to see my message. All right, so I want to pick up this keyword, which is delete. I want to add it right here, and also right over there. All right, so you just save this, and I guess now that everything will work perfectly. All right, so now let's go ahead right here. So as you can see, this is the food item with the ID of 1. So I want to go ahead and click delete on this. It's the chicken wings basically. So as you can see, item deleted from cart successfully, and we can go right over there and click browse. So as you can see, the chicken wings now is gone from the database. And as you can see, also the total is changing right now, which is $10. So yeah, it's working. Yeah, it's working perfectly actually. So the next thing right here that we should work with, I would say it's checkout right there. All right, so this will be everything, and I will see you in the next video.